No Honour by Awais, published by Arenda Books, and this is a novel that is set in Pakistan. It has a very punchy opening. A young woman has got herself pregnant out of wedlock. Her brother decides that she has brought dishonour onto her family, and the community of men support him that she should be killed. And thus, as we start the book, she is being drowned in the river. This is a very sobering lesson for another family where Abida, a young woman aged 16, also finds herself pregnant. She has been seeing Kaleem, her boyfriend. This is really not accepted in that particular culture. And, you know, the community is turning upon her, and she and Kaleem decide to escape to Lahore with the support of her father, Jamil. They get married and they're off to Lahore. So the author really takes into sharp focus the idea that these things happen, perhaps on a regular basis. We're certainly aware of so-called honour killings in England. They are so distressing. It's like one group of people turning on another group of people. So Abida and Kaleem are off in Lahore, and because they come from the country, they are not really au fait with how a big city works. The temptations are so great, the buzz, the difference is really overwhelming for them. And they soon find that life in Lahore is not certainly as Abida hoped, and things only get worse for her. What I think is interesting is the psychological element behind this whole process. You have one set of people or a person turning on another set of people or person. And this is part of the Kleinian theory of splitting, which is an object relations theory. And it means that one set of people or a person hang on to goodness and project the badness, the perceived badness, onto other people and get them to carry it, and they can then punish them. And you can see this throughout society. It's endemic that people who split things into good and bad, you know, and when it gets out of kilter, it can become really, really terrible. You can see it in daily life, you can see it in politics, you can see it across the world. So I think it's a really interesting idea that the author has chosen to be at the heart of his novel. I think he does pick up, you know, that it is a power thing, that men control women in this particular society, you know, and women have no real redress. They have to obey the men around, and it's really interesting to think why a society has developed in this particular way. I guess in England we like to think we've thrown off the shackles of this kind of dynamic where women are subservient to men, but, you know, we still have a struggle here, you know, in Europe, I think. So if you want to have a thought-provoking book that really takes you to the heart of Pakistan, then No Honour, and obviously that's a play on honour killings because there's no honour in doing that. No Honour by Awais, published by Arenda Books. And what a lovely colour.